Caitlyn's home is a unique and magical place. Jukani is near Cape Town in South Africa. It is one of the country's only big cat rescue reserves. Caitlyn is 13. She, her big sister Bianca, and her parents share their lives with 38 big cats who are part of the family.
Kom, Mish, kom.
This is Angelo, the white Bengal male. He's blind, starting to get blind because of a genetic problem in breeding.
Kom, Angelo, kom.
He's already night blind and he's starting to go blind in the day. So we give him medicine just to make the process a little bit longer so that it doesn't go boom and then he's blind. We got them at 6 months and they slept inside the house for about 5 months inside the living room with us. They slept on the couches, on our pillows and the blankets, and we sat on the table because they always took everything from us. Last year they decided they were big enough to stay outside. Yeah, I have a really special relationship with them. They're my babies. I really love them. Mish! I'm like their mommy. And I have to come and visit them every day or I will feel really guilty.
Kom, Mish! Mish, kom! Kom, Mishy mais! Kom, Mishy mais! Hier is de kans.
Bengal tigers are particularly endangered. There are only a few hundred left in the world. Mitch and Angelo are 3 years old.
Kom, Sheila, kom. Kom kry jou kossies, kom.
Can you kiss her? No. She will lick you.
That's a sweet girl. Let's give her food in the kitchen.
Tequila. Kom, Sissy. Oeh. Hij is 'n vleisie. Ja,
Dis wat ek het wil hê.
met 'n
Kom, kyk, kom eens toe. Jukani is here to make people aware of everything that's happening to animals in wild and in captivity, the way they've been treated and how they've been hunted down and things like that, just to make people aware of what's really going on. All of these animals are being hunted and poached and things like that. The jaguars, for their skins, over 10,000 jaguars a year are being poached. And the tigers in Asia are just as horrible. Even though it's illegal, people still poach them.
She loves the toy you brought to her.
She's a really messy drinker. Beautiful. She's the one who's been staying the longest in the house, I think. And I don't think she's actually planning on going into a bigger enclosure, because when she's tired, she goes and stands in front of the gate when she's outside. She goes stand in front of the gate and she moans until we open the gate for her, and then she comes inside and just sleep on a little couch for about 4 or 5 hours.
At a certain age, they tell you, listen, the actions and everything, they make sure that you don't, you know they don't want to be in the house anymore. But Tequila is a different, she's a different one.
Tequila is 1.5 now, but she was only 3 weeks old when she came into Caitlyn's life. Very playful and affectionate, she got in the habit of sleeping in their bathroom. And as soon as their backs were turned, her favorite game was to fill the bathtub and have a swim.
Every day, get up early and clean all the cages. Always, every day.
We know that they care for us, and we really love them, and we really cared a lot for them. Some of them, they've got better relationships, for instance, Bianca and the white lions. It's amazing to see how they remember that, how Bianca raised them. They know exactly. And again, Caitlyn with Tequila and the cheetahs and the white tigers. So they've got their different relationships where they fit into those circles and into those prides or into those families.
3 years ago, Caitlyn's mom got up every night to feed their 2 white lion cubs. They snored so loudly that she couldn't get back to sleep between bottle feeds. And these 2 cheetahs, Shaka and Shina, used to spend their time squabbling.
I'm sure everyone can have a relationship with these animals. Everyone inside has that little person, I can say, that wants to be with these animals. So I think if you're really up to it, you can have a relationship with these animals. But you have to give it all to have a bond with these animals. They teach you a lot of life and things like that. For instance, when an animal is sick, they live with it, you can say. They teach you so much. It's really amazing. So they give you a lot back. And all they ask is for just for food, love, and water. Yeah. If the big cats are all going to go extinct, the world will basically end. My mission is to set an example of what can be done and what should be done.
Caitlyn's parents are the only ones to go into this enclosure because the 2 lions could eat her when playing.
Kom, Boetalo. Kom, groot man. Kom. Kom, gee sy pa net 'n drukkie. Oh, jy's so goed. Met jou bekkie so nat. Kom so 'n bekkie so nat. Oh, daar's 'n dik. That's beautiful. That's beautiful.
All of our lions come from farms that breed with can hunting, and if we didn't bought them, you can say they would have been shot already. Grompy and Alan, those beautiful male lions with their manes, they would have been shot. So even though it's just 9 lions, we still saved 9, and with them we can make people aware of everything that's going to happen to them.
Oh, it's so beautiful.
Jukani is here to save the species.
Even though Grumpy is 6, Caitlyn's dad still bottle feeds him. He rescued him when he was 5 months old. Every morning, before they do anything else, the family feeds tequila. They only sit down to breakfast once that's done.
Kom hier, Karen.
Vra vir Chantal, ek het 'n paar jaar terug dit baie gedoen.
Probeer wel net die vel af. They're the future. When I'm too old, they must take over. This is their future as well. This is their heritage. So they need to know exactly what to do, and it's also part of our contingency plan that if something happens to me or something happens to Karen, they know what to do. Even if they're young and they're not that old, it doesn't matter. They must know what to do and how to do it. They must set the example for the other guys.
Angela. Kom, Mish, kom. Puppies. Well, we saw that the first sign that we got that he's going blind was in December 2009. We got the vet said that he has this eye specialist. When the guy came, he told us at like this big exams. My mom came, picked me up at school. I was like crying because she told me that Angela was going blind. And of course, Mishy's like his guide. Like you get those Labrador dogs that are these guide dogs. Mishy's his guide. It's like really eyes. She's his eyes. Yeah, my babies. He's the most dangerous cat in the world. And it's really difficult to keep your eyes on both of them. That's one thing that's really important with these animals. If there are more than one, you can't go in alone. The last time I went alone with them was they were 9 months.
my bonus.
Oh, no, Mama.
Caitlyn, kom haal hom. Nee, nie opspring. Hoi. Kom aan. Ja, ja. Kom weg, kom weg. Ja. Ja, ja. Kom uit. Ja. Gaan uit, gaan uit. Ja. Ja, ja. Ja, kom uit. Dis lekker. Kom. Ja, 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 ja. Ja, 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 ja. Oh, dis lekker, bro. Oh, dis lekker, bro. He just loves this in the mornings. He loves his milky in the mornings. We do what they like. They place their orders and we do what they want. And you can see how much he loves it. He's making happy feet. You can see the feet going like this. When it gets the dry season like we've got now, there's always loads of ticks. And this is a good way to feel and make sure that there's no ticks on him if we want. We don't want to treat him unnecessarily. Tiger look just now, telling me to finish up and get going. The milk is getting finished, and then you would want to play. He wouldn't want to kill me. It would just be playing, and what would happen is he will play you to death.
Yeah, he's too strong.
Yeah, he's just too strong and too dangerous. I mean, they're made to kill. Everything about them is designed to kill. So he's not like a lion. He wants to jump up and come down and hit you. And I think they're going to play now. He loves to play with Shanti. What he will do is he will play like a tiger with Shanti, jumping up and slapping each other. When I'm in there, he would want to play with me as a tiger as well, thinking I'm a tiger. Come, Juka, come! And believe it or not, Caitlyn raised him. I've got pictures and videos where they played with him when he was a little cubby like this. He was a little sweetie little thing like this, ears flat and eyes closed and this swollen tummy and sick and crying the whole time. And his garden would be giving him the right milk, and every hour they would feed him and give him his meds and everything.
He was only 2 weeks old when the family bought him. He was in a zoo where no one looked after him. So for the first few months, he was always demanding their affection.
Many people, when they come inside and they see my dad getting tackled by Queenie, they once call the police and they go ballistic because the man's being attacked by a lion, but it's just playing.
Her dad never tries to dominate these big cats. That's why they get on so well. He treats them as equals.
Queenie is alone. And being alone, we have to socialize with him because this is part of being lioness.
She has never been accepted by the other lions because she refused to let the males eat first.
Well, my parents are really, really crazy, but I think I'm crazy too.